So I met Phil like 2 years ago over a friend. At that time I was really engaged in business, so the last 2 years I have been working non-stop on my business, growing it, making sure I can make a lot of money so I can be where I want. Right now we're in Mexico, so we're living the best life. And once I had the money, I started to realize, I was thinking before that money is very important to girls. And once you have the money, and you even talk about it, you start to realize like they don't give a fuck. The second you start talking about it, they literally start to be they just don't care. They care about the fun, but they don't care about the money. And I don't know, if you never had money, you sometimes think this is the reason why they like you or they don't like you, or why they hang out with you. And I realized with time that having the money alone will not help you. The only thing that will happen is you will pay for everything, and it's not fun. It's not fun to do that this way. And that's when I decided one day I need more help. I never have a feeling that I really like to date the normal girls. I don't think I have any issues with that. But for me, it's more about choosing who I want to meet and who I don't want to meet. And I want to have greater control over my life, just like in my business. And that's the reason I joined. I just knew I saw Phil a lot because we went out together. I saw how he approaches it, and it's totally different to how I did it. Way more predictable, way more fun for him too. So I saw he had a lot of fun, and for me, I was like, man, I want to have the same kind of fun. I want to understand how he's doing it. And since I'm doing a lot of coachings and stuff like that, I was like, I need to do this. So I literally called Phil and said, hey, let's do it. I want to do it, and that's why I'm here. And it was the best decision this year for sure, best decision to do it and to just get better at every area of my life essentially. We had a lot of fun. What I like the most is having a structure and frame, so you can always go back to it and evaluate your approach by how well you did it, and if you got all the information to make the numbers safe, for example. So I think a lot of people I struggled with getting numbers, but then they never replied, or it was very unpredictable. So that really annoyed me. But with the day games model that Phil teaches, you will actually know before you even write her if this is going to be a solid set or not. And it's really like, if you follow the model, it's getting so easy. You can make so many jokes. I just try to find out how far we can take it, from saying to the girl in 10 seconds we want to marry them to whatever, and it's having a lot of fun. So that's the main takeaway. Other ones, Phil teach me a lot about my body language. I'm very, very aware right now about that, as well as like tonality and everything like that. So it even helps me with my business. So I really feel like the business helps with women, but it's the money will never like replace it. You need game. You need to know how to talk to women and make fun and be fun. You need to be fun. That's what they want. Like, if you look at the hot girls and everybody else, they just want to have fun. And if you add to it, they're going to love you and they're going to be around you, and no matter if you have the money or not, essentially. But having both is obviously good. So for me, Phil, I told it to Phil yesterday, he's a bit of a genius to me. The way he approaches it is very unique. And it works. And if you don't know him and you just get to know him, you're like, fuck, this guy is crazy. But with time, you start to realize that everything he says is calculated. And that's what I like about it. It's fun, it's calculated, and it works. And that's just the best. That's why I would recommend him to everybody.